My name is Ana Vidovic and I play classical guitar. I like, actually, coffee. Yeah, coffee was always my favorite. That's a tough question. There's a lot of favorite chords that I have. I like this one. Yeah, it's kind of melancholic and sad. So there's no really. I mean, there's never been really least favorite. I mean, there's a lot of questions that guitarists talk among themselves, such as length of the nails. We play with our nails, so that's always an ongoing question, and it's kind of a question that I think everybody has to find for themselves. So you have to experiment a lot with the sounds, and you kind of really find your own unique sound and the length of your nail and so on and so on. So, or sometimes they, if they see a guitar, they ask me, do you sing? And I'm a terrible singer, so I don't sing at all. But that's a very common question, because you think that with the guitar, you would be singing as well. So, just meeting a lot of new people. You never know what kind of situation you're going to be and who you're going to meet, and it's a tough profession, as we know, and you have to sacrifice a lot. It's not an easy profession to do, but I think there's a lot of great sides to it, and just live your life through music, and I think being able to express your feelings to the audience through your instrument, it's a great thing. It's very, very rewarding when you're able to do that. So I love that feeling of just being on stage and sharing the music with people. I think it's a very kind of a lonely job. You spend a lot of times by yourself, because we practice and we're by ourselves. We travel, we're often by ourselves. You're in a hotel room, you're by yourself. So there is always a lot of people around, but at the end of the day, you're on your own. So I think it's sometimes kind of tough, but traveling can be pretty tough and exhausting. Waiting for the airplanes and dealing with jet lag and missed flights, but there's a lot of great things. So I think it's every job has good things and not so many good things. I like spring and fall. It has really evolved a lot. I mean, I think classical guitars are really on a very, very high level. There's a lot of young talent coming from all over the world. Europe, a lot of talent from Asia. So it's just great to see that classical. I'm speaking about classical guitar in general. That it's really, really evolving, and I think people are recognizing the beauty of the classical guitar, and it's becoming more and more popular. And I like to see that. Not that other styles of guitar. I mean, there's a lot of different styles, and they're all great. But I think for me personally, I like to see more young people go into classical. What is my cosmopolitan? Is that a cocktail? Yeah. I like what do I like? Like mojitos? That's not a cocktail though. Is it a cocktail? Yeah. Oh, wow. Where did we come from? And where are we going? That's what I'd like to know. Pasta, sushi, hamburger. I always wanted to be an ice skater. When I was a little girl, I used to watch all those beautiful ice skaters, and I always wanted to do that. But I'm so clumsy, and I don't know how I would do it in an ice skating ring. So I just that's like something that I would like to do in my next life. But I love languages, so maybe if I didn't choose guitar and music, I would go into languages. Yeah, I'd like to go back into like 40s, 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Yeah, all those years. I think those were really cool years. I think there's a lot of great music, and just the culture, the way people behaved and was a bit different. So I'd like to experience that. We live in a very, very fast-paced world. Everything's very different, so I'd like to kind of go back. I think people used to live a little bit more, maybe calmer lives. So I like the way they dressed. I like the way they were. So yeah, that would be something I'd like to go back to. I'd like them to really, when you do something, you have to be very, very passionate about it. So if you want to make this your life and your career, you have to absolutely love it. Not 100%, but 200%. You have to be very, very dedicated. Dedication is very important because there's going to be a lot of obstacles along the way. Nothing happens overnight, and it takes a long, long time to get to a certain point. So you have to be very, very persistent. I think that would be, of course you have to have talent. But even if you don't have a certain amount of talent, I think if you work hard, you can get to a lot of places. So just surround yourself with a lot of music, musicians, your friends, and just live and breathe music.
That's it. Thank you very much.
Oh, that was nice. That was a good question. Hi, David.